Hey, it's Zubu. Today we're playing a game called The Apartment 57. It's developed by Infinity Entertainment, and you can find the game on itch.io. Basically, we're in an old, crumbling hotel, and we're staying the night, and then really weird, creepy, scary stuff happens, and we have to discover why. Pretty straightforward, sounded pretty interesting, but I like the way the game looks. Pretty cool stuff. It's inspired by games like Fears to Fathom, so maybe it will be very familiar to us in the way it's paced, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, we'll go ahead and hit play and see what's up. So, play game. Press any key to continue. Well, I just hit play. Oh, here we go. The evening was rainy and dark. The only money I had left was a few coins jingling in my pocket. Finding a place to stay the night was my only option. A few hours later, I happened upon an ancient hotel. The structure appeared worn out and exhausted, as though it had seen better days decades ago. You wouldn't pick that kind of area unless you had no other choice. I didn't give it any second thought. All I needed was a place to spend the night. Okay, so it's an ancient hotel. Whoa. Ooh, look at that. Uh-oh. Missing developers. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know who those people are. Evil is among us, says Jesus. Game looks really cool. It's running really well. What's up, homie? Good evening. What a pleasant surprise. I wasn't expecting any guests tonight. Are you here looking for an apartment? This old hotel always seems to have an apartment waiting for just the right guest. I don't like that. Here we are, your key. This one's been empty for quite some time. I trust you'll find it comfortable. If you need anything, don't hesitate to let me know. I'm always here to help you. Isn't that great? Great customer service. I had to do it. I just had to. A bloody book? A worn book? I mean, if it was bloody, he wouldn't just leave it there, right? Alright. Dear God. Was that, Robert Pattinson as the Batman? I am vengeance. 57, is that what it said? Oh, these are numbered weird. I didn't pay attention to what he said about maybe where it was. Okay. Well, we can't sprint. So I guess we're just kind of slowly moving on. Alright, I found it. Here we are. Okay. The apartment was very dirty, so I had to clean it up. That's not our job. I guess we'll have to, though. Why can't they clean it up? Is there no sink? What am I doing with this stuff? Am I throwing it away? I don't really know. Yes. What are these, like, cups? Or, like, I mean, platters or whatever? I don't know. Really weird stuff. Look at the size of that phone. My God. Painting of a dead man. Or a grievously wounded man. Hello? So far, so good. I think there's a squeegee in here. Yeah, I'm not sure it would be this easy to clean these up, because it looks really gross, whatever it is. Okay. How do we put... I'm overthinking cleaning right now. I don't know. I don't know the mechanics. There we go. We're a vampire! Here we go, here we go. Yep, just a regular day, just cleaning up other people's garbage in a apartment we just paid for. He didn't ask us to pay for it, so I don't know. Place is really gross. Quite a sizable apartment, though. I will say, it has multiple rooms. There's a huge lamp. What's this? An old couple. Very cool. All right. Maybe we have like one more thing to do. Let's get the squeegee. I was hearing stuff. Okay, I don't think I see anything else. Hope I'm not missing something. Oh, here we go. I was gonna check the toilet too. Ah, it was tough, and I needed some coffee. Coffee. I'll just use the coffee that was already sitting here in this kettle. That seems like a good idea. Or is there coffee in here? It's a very noisy refrigerator, and the sound just looped. That's weird. Coffee? Granulated sugar. Am I missing something? Aha! Yes. This old water. Oh, look at it go down. That's cool. We're slurping. We're just chugging a cup of coffee. Just drink it as fast as you can. Slurp. Alright. I was starting to get hungry. How about this frozen pizza? Bake and rise pizza. No artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. Uncured pepperoni. Very tiny print that I can't read. Nice. Oh. Whoa. It's like we're in the future. Hello? Who's there? I guess I had the wrong number. I'm sure that's exactly what's wrong there. I need a plate. Oh, okay, there we go. I like watching TV while eating. So do I. The TV was turned on. Okay. Experimental animation. We're gonna sit here and eat this whole pizza. How fast can we eat it? I'm spamming right click. I'm so hungry. All right, speed run eating. Hello? Someone was knocking. Knocking on the door. I'm scared. November 2000. Oh my god. Hey. Hi there. I hope I'm not bothering you. Would it be too much to ask if you could find some sugar? I just realized I ran out while preparing something small for myself. Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you bring it to apartment 191? Just knock on the door and I'll open it. You're the best. Thank you so much. Don't worry about rushing. Take your time. Honestly, it wouldn't be a catastrophe if I didn't get it, but it would really help me out. Okay, I get it. By the way, how are you finding this place? It's not exactly 5 stars, but for the price, it's not too bad, right? It's okay. If you're interested, feel free to stop by later. I'll probably have a bit of extra of whatever I'm baking, so I'd love to share it with you. Take care and enjoy your evening. I hope we can chat again anytime soon. Alrighty, I'll meet you there. Anyways, I was baking this thing that requires sugar, and it blah 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 blah. Pour it down the toilet. Oh. Okay, he said apartment 191, I believe. Pardon me, I need to adjust my mic here. So here we go. 191. He didn't tell us what floor it was on. But maybe it's on this floor. Oh, the devil lives in that apartment. Get it? Because 666. Here he is. Nobody answered, so put the sugar on the floor. Alright, see ya. I'm sure he's gonna like that. It's really strange that he would ask for something like that and then just not be around. I don't know. Weird. Did I go the wrong way again? I did. Gosh. Man. My door's open. I have a knife. I'm crazy. I was feeling tired, but I want to take a shower first. Maybe I left it open. I don't know. Alright, let's go take a shower. See you soon. Oh. Who could have done that? Oh well, I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna be in a very vulnerable state. Ew. The water was cold. Somebody's humming. I have a feeling that it's a creepy mirror. I'm gonna stare right at it. No, they probably like that. Bunch of creeps. After a shower, I decided to go to bed. I could definitely see the Fears to Fathom inspiration coming through, so that's good. Door was closed. Alright, I'm gonna sleep. Just on my back, on top of the sheets, staring at the ceiling. By the way, I cannot sleep on my back. I don't know how people do it. It's like not possible for me. It's really not. I've tried. Jesus Christ. I'm only watching. What do I do? Dear God. Like a monster mauled him. Music. Ah. Bad ending. Is there a way to continue? I wonder if we can get the good ending. Okay, we're back. We just went to sleep, and we just woke up. Whoa! Oh, that door's open. Uh-oh. Okay, so we don't answer the front door. So maybe we go back in here. Excuse me, can we hide? What do I do? I don't know, I don't know. I'm just not gonna answer. What else is there in the apartment that we can do something with? Maybe the phone? Is there anything on him? Damn, he died smiling. That's screwed up.
Kill me.
But don't answer the front door. Ah, the telephone. Good ending. We are so good at this game. Terrified, I stayed inside and called the police. When they arrived, they searched the area and found a man not far from my apartment. He was covered in blood and holding a knife. I still can't shake the feeling that something much worse almost happened. This music is crazy. Okay, we're back on the main menu. Pretty cool stuff, actually. I will start with video, audio, and mechanics, and then story and concept. So, visually, I think the game is fairly solid, actually. The game runs really well, and it's smooth, and the field of view is kind of odd, but I quite like it. It gives kind of a weird sort of feel when you're walking around and looking at everything. I like the overall design of the apartments, and just the weird, dreary sort of color palettes that they're using. A lot of browns and a lot of greens and stuff, so really cool stuff. I think everything looks great, personally. I don't have really any issues visually. I'm not sure why the main menu is doing this, like, pixel sort of glitch thing. I guess that's just for effect, like it's a camera or something. I don't know. I don't quite like it, honestly. I thought something was wrong with the game when I opened it, so that's just a weird personal little nitpick of mine. It's kind of weird. There's sometimes like letters in them too that you can see, but I just wonder why that's the decision here. But anyways, other than that, the game visually is pretty solid all the way around. And yeah, I don't really have any issues with that personally. So yeah, good work there. In terms of audio, not much going on. I do like all the sounds in terms of opening the doors and the cabinets and cleaning up around the house or the apartment, excuse me. You know, stuff like that I think comes together really well. And, you know, it helps immerse you into the game when everything sounds natural when you're interacting with it. So I think they did a good job there as well. The music is pretty solid for the most part. I like the music on the main menu here. Some of the dreariness throughout the game is pretty solid in terms of audio. I don't quite like the music at the end of the game. It's very ear-piercing, but I see what they're going for. It is very reminiscent of something like Fears to Fathom, where some musical sting really, you know, comes in towards the end of those games usually. So it did build tension, and it was kind of scary because not knowing, you know, who was knocking on the door and whatnot. But anyways, yeah, audio all the way around is, I think, pretty solid as well. I don't notice anything that stood out to me that I didn't like or I thought sounded bad. I like the weird breathing when we're taking a shower. Yeah, all that stuff, pretty cool. I think worked really well in the game's favor, so good work there. In terms of mechanics, it is obviously inspired by Fears to Fathom, as they say on their itch.io page. And I think what's important when someone says they're inspired by something, that it really shows through. And I think this game definitely was able to emulate their inspiration really well. Because I've played, I think, all the Fears to Fathom games, except for maybe like one of them or something. They started getting too long for me. That's why I didn't really like playing them anymore, but I'll get into that later. In terms of mechanics, you know, it's more of a narrative sort of point of view of a character that we're experiencing, like them basically retelling of a story that we're, you know, replaying more or less. So, you know, things like when it's telling us what to do, it's like I'm retelling it, so it had to happen in this way, like the TV was on or the door was closed, or I actually quite like that personally. I think it's a pretty cool way of doing things, like doing a retelling. And I think they did a fairly decent job with this. It is rather short compared to most Fears to Fathom games now. I think the first couple of those games are kind of short, but now they're like over an hour or 2 hours long now. But I like games like this that are short and sweet and to the point. and it giving us sort of the taste of what Fears to Fathom is, but in a condensed version, I think works well in its favor. And I'm glad to see the inspiration actually come through, especially with the text. And even when you're caught in the bad ending, I swear it's like the exact same sound that happens when something bad happens in Fears to Fathom. Now, I don't know if you necessarily need to I don't want to say copy, but you don't need necessarily emulate your inspiration so much. I think enough is done throughout the game to do that for you, and your approach is already really successful at showing your inspiration. I think with how the bad ending works, I think it's a little too akin to Fears to Fathom. I think you should have maybe done your bad and good endings maybe a little bit different, but I actually quite like the good ending. It is really simplistic, but maybe the bad ending you could have done your own. That's where you could have done your own personal twist to it, rather than doing exactly what Fears to Fathom would have done. I'm not saying that's the end of the world or anything. It's just a personal observation, but I think it's good to have an inspiration and go with it, but also don't be afraid to do your own thing, show your own personal touch on things, because I think that's really important, you know. But anyways, mechanically the game is fairly simple. You just sort of do everything the game tells you to do, like eat pizza, drink coffee, open the door, close the door, turn the TV on. But I think the way this game is paced, I think it works pretty well, and it's pretty engaging, and I like the strangeness of everything. So mechanically, I think the game is okay. Like, it's not all that interesting to me personally, but I do like what they're going for, and I do think that it helps the pacing of the game, that it's just a rather consistently paced game, is all I'm saying. I ramble sometimes, sorry. But anyways, story and concept, kind of what I just touched on in terms of it being inspired by Fears to Fathom. But aside from that as a concept, I think the story is kind of cool. I like the weird apartment, and it is sort of atypical of an apartment type story or creepy hotel story where, I don't know, the people are spying on you, or there's like some kind of killer or something hiding that's working there or something. So like you check in, you go to your room, weird stuff starts happening, and then there's like a weird climax at the end where it's like they either try to kill you or you escape or whatever. With that said, I think it's an okay story. I don't know. I was hoping maybe there was like maybe a little bit more of a twist to it somewhere in there, but I don't know. It was still okay. That's just my opinion, of course. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about that. But anyways, with all that being said, I think my final judgment for the Apartment 57 is I would say it's good. I think it could be bumped up a little bit more if maybe they showed some kind of different twist of their own in terms of the way the story plays out and the way it ends. But overall, the game visually is great. It runs really well. It looks good. The sound is really solid. And I think the game is paced fairly well, and it doesn't overstay its welcome. So that has a lot going for it. I just think there's, like I already said, there could be maybe a little bit more done to put their own personal flair into the game, even though I like how their inspiration shines through. Anyways, those are just my opinions. Do you agree or disagree with anything that I had to say? Let me know in the comments. If you just want to say hi or something like that as well, that's fine too. And if you enjoy my content and want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe, leave a like, comment, share the video, do all that fun stuff. I'd greatly appreciate that. And don't forget to check the pinned comment below for the links to everything. Go play this game for yourself, form your own opinion, tell the developer what you think about it. I'm sure they appreciate your feedback as well as mine. I appreciate you watching my video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. But I think that's all I have to say about it. So thanks for hanging out with me. And don't forget, the pale moth is always watching.